are in a tin can with a baby in a echo chamber.
It was a total meltdown when told to lower his voice.
Lower that baby's voice.
The passenger shooting the video, Mark Grabowski, couldn't stifle a smile.
I paid for a ticket too. Have a comfortable flight.
You know what? Come on, Action Jackson. Hey, put him up. This fool right here is all I can say. Now, you know what? I make a lot of Southwest airline jokes because of how they lost, what they did to passengers, having them waiting over the holidays, all crazy, and that antiquated system that they got. But this time, this is not Southwest's fault. I'm gonna tell you, Action Jackson, when I watched this whole video, I was mortified that this grown man is sitting up here having a temper tantrum. Now, the world is all the way upside down when a grown man is having a temper tantrum over a baby crying on the plane.
He in competition with the baby. He like, hey, the baby's pretty loud, so I'm gonna take it up here. You know what I'm saying? Like he makes it louder in the tin can. We're in a tin can and like the volume is really loud, so let me just start screaming. You know what I mean? To prove my point. But yeah, I mean, obviously incredibly immature, embarrassing, and it's probably rather difficult to deal with him in real life, I would imagine. I mean, because it's like we've all been on airplanes, and sometimes you just gotta go deep into yourself, find your zen, find your wusa, and just deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Find your wusa.
Yeah,
just deal with it. Especially when it's a baby, man. I could see if it was, somebody older, like maybe a teenager or something. Somebody over the age of like, 8, 9 and up.
Right.
Talking about a little infant. This dude want to get into a fight with a baby. There's something wrong with him.
And like, what's that movie? It just popped in my head. There's like some movie with like all these thumb people, and they like in a movie theater, and he telling like some crying baby to shut up. I like the creator of Jimmy Neutron made the movie, but it was like exactly like the scene. Maybe some of the viewers know what movie I'm talking about. But yeah, that just popped in my mind. I wanted to blurt it out before.
If you guys do in the comments, please let us know.
The thumb movie, the people with all the thumb people.
All the thumb people, the thumb move. But it's ridiculous. So the man's response to the baby's cries was so outrageous and went viral, as we just showed. And note, the plane was flying over Florida, or was in Florida at the time of the outburst. And here's what happened. The plane bound for Fort Lauderdale was rerouted to Orlando after the incident due to weather. So they had a weather condition thing going on right there. And then Mark Grabowski, he's the passenger who recorded the video, told local station Fox 35 the following: it was a little bumpy and uncomfortable for everyone, and the child was upset. But we couldn't get up because of the weather, and we were strapped in our seats. And I can understand why the baby was upset. You got grown-ups upset. They probably was holding on for dear life. You know what I mean? They were upset. And then this dude right here. So then Grabowski says, just out of nowhere, this other passenger in the video basically said, shut that baby up. And it escalated from there, just went all the way up from there. And it becomes apparent that this man has really lost, to quote my grandmama, his ever loving mind. He asked the flight attendants to get that baby to be quiet. What in the Southwest hell, Jackson? I mean,
what they gonna do? How they gonna accomplish that? Just put some tape over its mouth, and or like there's literally nothing good.
You can't quiet a baby. I mean, that's the definition of being a baby, which is I get to do whatever the hell I want when I want.
Yeah, and it's funny too, because they flew over Florida, and then they flew into the spell of Florida, and then chaos just erupted from the plane. Some Stephen King novel type of mess right there.
There it is. It's something about Florida. Okay, even the baby was upset about this, And so the conclusion of all of this madness, the crew tried to calm the madman down. Let the baby cry, because that's what babies do. And if babies are healthy, they're gonna cry. And how many of you been on the airplane, your ears popping and stuff? Sometimes you want to cry because that hurts so bad. I know that has happened to me. And they eventually had to call authorities, but the plane was holding due to bad weather, as was reported earlier. And they had that man having a temper tantrum removed off the plane as well. They should. In this particular segment, I must say that Southwest did nothing wrong. The employees there, the flight attendants, they handled this situation as best they could. When you got a grown man having a temper tantrum over a baby, he need to get his life. He really needs to reflect on his life thus far. I mean, I'm telling you, Jack, I would ban that fool from all flights. Cause I mean, if you're gonna do something that's ridiculous and talk about you paid and the baby's yelling, so I'm you.
He caught the cry like you catch yawns. You know what I'm saying? The baby was crying, so he started crying. That's all it was. But yeah, this dude is just put your headphones on and relax.
Well, he claimed he had his headphones on, and that's what sent him over the top because those couldn't do it. But you know what, Jack? He really do. He needs to be checked out. For his sake and the sake of others, the man need to have a psychiatric evaluation because he's a danger to himself and to all babies. Do not fly on a plane with this dude.